QR codes for nonprofits, a simple tool with big impact. Today, we're going to explore the potential of QR codes in nonprofits. It's often a forgotten tool. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to have a little introduction, tell you about two types of QR codes, why QR codes matter, addressing common objections, benefits of for the nonprofit sector, some practical application, and the case for print and direct mail, which is often forgotten about too, and then some best practices. There are two types of QR codes. First, there's the static QR codes. Static codes are fixed and cannot be changed once created. They directly link to a specific URL, that's a domain name, or a piece of content. And they're best for situations where the destination won't change. For example, your website URL. If you want to have a QR code that sends people just to your website, and you know that URL is going to stay consistent, that's a good time to use a static QR code or a permanent donation page or a specific program that you have. These are things that are not going to evolve or change over time. A couple of the pros are you can get free static codes almost anywhere. They're simple to use and ideal for one-time or long-term use. Example is a QR code on your printed annual report that links to your website. The dynamic QR codes are editable. That means you can change the destination URL, where they're going, or content without altering the QR code itself. They're best for campaigns where you need flexibility, such as time-sensitive promotions. They're great for events because events will change each year, and they're trackable with donation drives. I love them, especially for events and things where they're annual and you need to change the time and the details. Fantastic for that. The pros are they're trackable. You can keep the data on who's using them, how, and where it's coming from. You can change and make edits to it, and it's ideal for short-term or evolving campaigns. A QR code on event signage that links to a registration page, which you can later update to a post-event survey. Great idea for using those dynamic codes. Their versatility and cost effectiveness is phenomenal. You have a wide range of formats, and you can implement in multiple formats such as flyers, brochures, business cards, which enhances their usability. The cost to use QR codes, if you're using static, you can find a lot of free ones. But if you want to really expand how they're supporting your nonprofit, like with business cards and other things that you can really tailor them to look like what you want them to do, design them, then the cost still is very affordable, especially for nonprofits with limited budgets. And finally, the effective audience engagement really helps you provide innovative ways for nonprofits to connect with your audience, driving engagement and outreach. Some of the ways to enhance engagement is to interact with supporters. Incorporating QR codes allows nonprofits to connect with supporters in innovative and interactive ways, increasing their engagement. You could ask them to fill out a survey, or you could get their opinion about something, get feedback. Asking supporters and donors for their feedback truly makes them feel a part of the process. It has access to multimedia content. Scanning a QR code can lead supporters to videos. Do you have a YouTube channel or a Facebook page? And it helps to enhance their understanding of your mission and impact. And of course, donation and event information. provides easy access to donation pages and event information. And with some of the platforms, you can even design it where it says donate now. Click here. All of these are available in the development of QR codes. It will help you streamline a lot of your operations because it has access to information. It provides a quick access to important information, allowing organizations to share updates efficiently with your stakeholders. It also helps with the reduction of printed materials, which in the run will save you money for your organization. Using QR codes skips that process where you have to have a lot of things printed. You can minimize their reliance on printed material, reducing waste and saving costs. You can focus on your missions. Streamlining operations allows nonprofits to allocate more time and resources to their core mission and community service. Why QR codes matter. Now, sometimes we thought that QR codes sort of were outdated because technology has changed and really advanced. But because they're so simple, they make them still valuable. They provide quick information access, fast and efficient to access information for supporters without unnecessary complication. They're truly user-friendly because almost everyone knows how to scan a QR code, eliminating the need to navigate complex websites, enhancing your user's experience. All of this user experience will boost your engagement. And that's a vital part for nonprofits to connect with supporters and drive participation to their missions. The role of QR codes can provide direct access to impactful content, making it easier for supporters to engage with the organization. And this content will resonate, and you can use it for stories and videos and events that can significantly enhance your interaction and participation. What I love about it is that you get to track the results. I'm a data person. I want to see, are these things effective? You can track the number of scans or QR codes to evaluate engagement and interest levels in different campaigns. So you can almost do a A/B testing to find out which language works better. These campaign effectiveness results and data will help you identify the most effective campaign, and this will help you optimize your marketing strategies so that once again, you're not wasting time. Tracking results allows organizations to adjust those strategies based on real-time data and consumer interactions. Let's address some common objections because I hear them all the time. It can be a cross-device scanning solution, and most people say, well, you can only use it on your phone. Well, that may be true, but aren't 90% of people on their phones nowadays? So cross-device scanning allows QR codes to be scanned universally, regardless of the device in use. It could be a tablet, it could be a desktop screen, and using your phone. Overcoming some of these barriers, these solutions address technical barriers, ensuring that all users can access QR code content smoothly. And this enhancing the scanning process, cross-device solutions and QR codes makes them more accessible to a wider audience. There's some statistics that show that QR code adoption and use really increased over the last few years. And it was especially during the pandemic when contactless solutions became essential. But what that did, it created a high familiarity with QR codes. It made more people exposed to QR codes. And therefore, this familiarity increased, making them widely recognizable as a tool in various sectors. And that carries on even today as we are post-pandemic. It's an effective tool for nonprofits because the growing acceptance of QR codes offers you an effective means to engage with donors and streamline donations. It is truly acceptable in the general sector. Also, updates in technology that almost every smartphone has a built-in scanner. You used to have to download an app in order to get and read QR codes. You don't have to do that. With the phones that are coming out over the last 5 or 6 years, they have built in the code scanners, making it so all you have to do is open up the photo process on your phone, like you're going to take a image and it automatically scans the QR code. This increases the availability of built-in scanners, enhancing the engagement. Now, just think about it. If the big phone manufacturers felt that QR codes were that important to build them into their product, that means QR codes are going to be around for a long time, and their promotion and frequent uses over various platforms would just increase. Okay, let's talk about the benefits for nonprofits and some practical applications. Of course, we've talked about saving money, but do you use digital business cards? Do you bear the expense of printing those paper cards? Just think if you could have a business card that was digital on all of your staff, volunteers, because you could have unlimited digital business card with the same overhead if you have a platform that provides digital business cards. And that's a great way to go. That saves a lot of money in the long run. But think about it this way. If you're showing the community that you are conscious about how you're spending, that by using digital business cards, you are decreasing your overhead, that really will increase the accountability that you are demonstrating as a nonprofit organization, that you think about making budget-friendly decisions. The environmental benefits. For digital cards, you don't have to have all of those paper cards, which is better for the environment because you're reducing paper waste. And with digital business cards, it is so quick to update with the latest information, change of staff, eliminating the hassle of reprinting, then where you're discarding all of the old business cards. These digital business cards can be changed within seconds for however your organization is evolving. You can increase donations through QR codes. By having your QR code displayed on walls, in offices, in meeting rooms, just think how many people might be sitting there and just pick up their phone and scan your code. What if you're giving a presentation? Could you have a QR code displayed on the screen, your presentation slides? Think about all the different ways that you can use these QR codes to increase donations. And with the designer type QR codes, you can even make it look and ask for the donation right on the image. These are real-time contributions. And so it's time to think about how can you really implement a lot of these strategies in things that you probably take for granted and you're looking at every day. Events. This is a great way to help you manage some of your events. QR codes can help you with efficient ticket tracking because Each time it's scanned, you'll know that someone is looking at a ticket, allowing for quick scanning and validation at entry points. Okay, so that's where they're coming to your event, but also you can create check-ins and instant access to information on when they bought it, the schedules, maps, and that's what you provide to the attendees. And so it can cover not only from buying the tickets to the check-in process to giving the attendees the event overview. Many people have moved away from direct mail campaigns, but I'm here to say direct mail is still an important part of the marketing strategies for nonprofits. Many donors love to have that tangible letter in that mail. They like to see their name written on an envelope. It becomes almost a one-to-one personalized invitation that people really like to feel as if they're special, they're a VIP. And a letter brings that type of emotion to your campaign. Using direct QR codes in that direct mail process allows recipients, once they receive that letter, to easily access online content, enhancing your engagement and response rates and time. It's building a real bridge between the physical and the digital. So you're really using a hybrid of how you are enhancing your services. QR codes is that bridge between that physical mail piece and your digital outreach. It's seamlessly making connections and interactions. It's encouraging donations because it's so quick and easy. And with the accepted use of QR codes, it's facilitating for easy contribution to your campaigns. When you're combining print and QR codes integration, it's important that you enhance the user engagement by having instant access to digital content. It provides that seamless user experience. This creates that bridge, gapping between traditional and digital methods. And all of this supports your nonprofits because you can utilize this strategy to effectively engage supporters and drive them to digital campaigns and resources. Your annual appeal letter. Now, this is one of your most important pieces of mail through the year. Or are you sending it as an email? All of these are different options, but your annual appeal is time sensitive. And so having a QR code will help boost the response rates so that you are meeting your deadlines. It provides access to immediate giving options, and it simplifies the donation process. Also, QR codes to lead to additional information about the positive impact of contributors, fostering donor trust and engagement. Let's look at a few best practices. When you create a QR code, it's very often a wise decision to pair it with clickable links. Yes, we have to think about, are they looking at it on their desktop or through their phone? So having a clickable link provides a backup access method for users. And how do you do that? With the QR code, when you have it as an image, you attach a link to that QR code. It will provide multiple ways to access content and improves user experience. It accommodates different types of users' preference and capabilities. Another great practice is, and I hope you do this with everything you produce, is that you test it before you use it. All you have to do is pull out your phone or whatever device you're using to scan the QR code and make sure it goes to exactly where you want it to go. I've seen too often where individuals have actually just made simple typing errors when they put the domain or the tracking URL into the process creating those codes. It's just simple user error. So make sure you test it before you send it out there. Make sure the content and where it's going to is accurate. Verification prevents user frustration and enhances your credibility. And QR codes should work seamlessly across different devices, smartphones and tablets. Just test it to ensure you have broad accessibility. And we'd like to introduce you to QR Code Chimp, the QR code solution for every need. We talked about business cards. They have it. We talked about events and tickets and donations. They have all of those services too. They also provide static and dynamic codes, which you can use for a variety of reasons and uses, as I've mentioned. You can increase donor engagement and boost the scan rates by more than 50% with these unique QR shapes and stickers. You can understand your campaign performance better with real-time advanced analytics. You can automate and organize most of your QR work with bulk uploads or folder features. And you can start for free and then scale with your plan, the paid plans, which will be tailored for your nonprofit. This is the QR code platform that we use and we encourage you to use. So check out QR codes. Use this QR code to reach it. But also, here's the URL that you can use to find the QR code Chimp platform.